Hey guys, John here with Sarge. Thanks for joining us. We're going to be going over a collection that we purchased today of Magic cards from roughly the revised era up and through, I think Prophecy was the last card that I saw in there. So we're going to check it out. You can see it behind me here. It's not a super huge collection, but we're going to go through it. Let me get this rearranged and we will check them out. Alright guys, so this collection, this gentleman reached out to me. He said he had a collection of cards that he had at his mother's and father's house. He hadn't played in a while, so he wanted to sell the cards. He sent me some pictures of some of the value cards, which are the cards he pulled out. He thought that he had a bunch of unlimited cards. I had to point out to him, no, those aren't unlimited, they're revised. And, you know, I kind of told him how you could tell the difference. And the reason I wanted to do that is, one, I didn't want him to think that I was going to be offering him a smaller amount of money than the cards were actually worth. If he had unlimited prices in his head versus revised. And two, it's always best just to kind of educate people, in my opinion. So the deal we struck was based solely on the value cards that he has, because he said he went through everything else and that it was bulk. I haven't looked through anything except for the cards that he sent the pictures of, which are going to be the cards in this box. So we'll go through those. It's actually pretty neat. They're in these boxes here. So this is the one that had the higher end stuff, but these boxes are really cool. These are some deck boxes from back in, I guess, is there a date on these things? No, but anyways, they're cooler old cardboard deck boxes. This one's Ed Beard and this one's Mark Poole, the art on them. So they're pretty neat. So the other thing, he said these cards were all near mint, light play at the worst. I could tell from looking at the pictures that they weren't. But people have different opinions as far as what light play and what near mint is. So here's the value cards that we have that he pulled out. So you have Gaia's Cradle. There's 3 Gaia's Cradles, which are 2 of them I would say probably moderately played. The other one light. And we got 2 Tundras. So that one's damaged. There's like ink on the back of it or something. So clearly that card is not light play at best. And then this one here is moderate. I mean, you got a little bit of staining on the white. And, you know, you just got the wear from being played. And back then, people really didn't use sleeves all that often, so a lot of these older collections, this is what I expect. So you have Show and Tell. We got Alliance's Force of Will. Palinchron. You got Time Spiral. Got a couple Sapphire medallions without Charlie Brown. But as you can see, I mean, some of these have some wear up the top, which is going to put them right in the moderately played category. So there was a beatdown box set in here as well, so that's what this is from. Or not beatdown box set. Is it Anthologies, right? I think it's Anthologies. Beatdown had its own set symbol. So Brushlands, you got Defense Grid. And I was wrong about how far up they went. There's some foils from some of the newer sets. Or not newer sets, but up towards Mirrodin. This one here is signed by Arnie Swinkle, sorry. And these are all foils here. Here's another signed one. You got Guild Pack. So obviously the majority of the value were those cards you saw up front there, the duels and the Gaia's Cradles and stuff, but there's still some, you know, $5 bills and stuff in here. Bunch of Urzas. You got a couple of Lurins here. Foil Experiment Crage. A couple Tutors. These ones look so much better than the reprints, I think, in the Eternal Masters. I really like the originals. There's one Lightning Bolt. Wrath of God. See, this was one of the ones that he thought was an unlimited card, and I had to point out, you know, it doesn't say mono artifact, it just says artifact, and all the other differences on it, obviously. And I think there's a couple other Palicrons. Raphelos. Wheel of Fortune, that's one that's kind of started shooting up. It's around 60, 70 bucks now, I think. So, these are the value cards that he says he had. We really didn't have a lot of time. We kind of just met, and he was in a rush, so really didn't go through everything. We went based on these cards. I basically took the time to make sure that they were legit, and went from there. So the rest of the stuff I haven't really gone through yet. So it's kind of like you're going to be going through this for the first time with me. And And there's got to be more rares than that based on how many cards are in this collection. These are some foreign cards, it looks like. Is it French, maybe? I have no idea. It looks French. Stuff from the Masks block. There's 2 booster boxes full of cards, not packs, but just the cards are stacked in there. So one of them's what, Mercidian Masks, and the other one's Nemesis. So I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of cards from those sets in there. So Chronicles. I'm wondering if he put cards in here that he thought were value and thought that these were actual legend cards or something. So he just said he stopped playing. And he saw the yeah, that's a $10 bill right there, isn't it? And he had no use for the cards, so he wanted to sell them. But this is one of those sets where I like going through these ones because I haven't gone through all the collection yet. I kind of like, it's like a little treasure hunt to kind of go through these and see what you're going to find. And I really like these old boxes and stuff. I think they're neat. So then there's this box here, which is cool. I like these storage boxes, the ones with all the art on them and everything. They're really nice looking. Let's see what we got here. Go through some of these and see what we have. I'll try to go through these pretty quick. Portal. Now these are all from the anthology set. They kept the same symbols if they had symbols, and the white border, almost like Chronicles. But they did actually change the color of the symbols. I don't know if you can tell. So the symbol colors are changed on these. Man of War. See, like that one, it's got the dark symbol, but the white. So I guess Chronicles and on this set were the ones that they did that in. There's Portal, 3 Kingdoms. I hate when cards are all mixed up like that. Sanctum Guardian, Master Decoy. So, like I said, he said he pulled out all the stuff that he thought was valuable. Obviously, he hasn't played in a while, but it sounds like he probably looked up prices on those ones. So he kind of has a good idea what he was looking for. That's really nice looking planes right there. Some of the older art on these lands is really nice, in my opinion. Those ones are really, I like those ones. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, there's one right there. It's not a bulk card. Sorry about the upside down cards, guys. It's just if there's something noteworthy, I'll flip it around and show you guys. But right now, we're going to try to kind of work through these boxes. Like I said, there's a couple boxes like this. There's 2 of these boxes. You know, people used to decorate their boxes kind of like that, I guess. I remember drawing on mine too. But wow, he needs a little help on the set symbols there, or the mana symbols. What do we got here? Oh, that's pretty neat. So he has his own cards he's made for himself. So he's David. There's David's castle and David's sword. I don't know. Creative. Is there anything on the bottom of this one? Oh yeah, here we go. This was David's collection, clearly. So you got David's horse, David's war wagon, and David's monument. It's always interesting to see what kind of box graffiti you'll find in some of these older collections. Hurricane, tsunami, a bunch of bad weather right there. You got unglued, blizzard. Thorn Phalid. So I'm going to go through all of these and see what we have. Clearly he hasn't taken out everything of value, so hopefully we'll find some more cards. And clearly these are all played, which is fine. I mean, I'm used to the older collections having a lot of play. Back then, most people didn't use sleeves. They just didn't. I don't know when the sleeves started becoming super popular. I don't remember. I want to say... Hell, I don't even remember. I'm not even going to try to guess. We got some plane shift there. Good old Gerard. What we got here? Let's see. So, Mountain, Uthden Troll, Lion Noir Elf, Mountain, Wildfire Emissary, Seeker Skybreak, Spike Feeder, Steam Blast, Pinscher Beetle. So maybe we'll find some lands in here from Unglued. That'd be nice. Get a life. Did you put that in there to tell me something? I don't know. I hope not. That would be very nice. Voice of Truth. So if I get a life and then Voice of Truth, does that mean he's yeah, okay. Got it. Alright. Keeper of the Light. Exodus, gain 3 life, play this ability only if you have less life than target opponent. Pegasus Stampede. Xander's what I was talking about, where you have the black border versus the white border with the same card. So that's the anthologies versus the actual Exodus card. Knighthood. Those 3 Gaia's Cradles are nice, right? Those are up there. Those are what, 200, 250, something like that? I don't know. Exhume, Sewer Rats, Weakness. There's a Dark Writ. Lightning Elemental. Some land. Oh, there's a Reanimate. That's not bad. Some more lands. Fire Ants. Ew. What was that last one there? Cindermarsh. Got our lands here. That's a Fire Blast. That's going in the trash. Ball Lightning. At least you use lands. I've come across collections where there's actually writing on decent cards. It's like, why did you do that? That card's worth money, and now it says whatever on it. These are all lands. That's toasty. Lightning Bolt, Shock. Alright, so I think we found this proxy section here. Chronicles, Desert Drake. 3 and a red mana for 2/2 flyer. I don't know. Now there's some cards from Portal that have a little bit of value to them, so hopefully we'll find some of those in here. Maybe we'll be right side up. It's Prophecy, so not even bother flipping these around. I think the only one in there that's worth anything is what, Heuristic Study. So, in addition to this collection, I actually bought a collection of vintage toys as well. Pretty neat stuff from the 70s and 80s. So we got some Star Wars, we got some He-Man. There's a creepy ventriloquist puppet. And I'll be doing a video on that here too. Wrath of God, destroy all creatures. Nope, don't think so, bud. But it's light play, right? Chandler. I always think of, what's his name from Friends? Disintegrate. Ugh, why don't you use lands for this stuff? Yeah, not expensive cards, but still. Highland Giant. Portal. Is that card from the dark? I don't remember that being in the dark. But maybe my brain's tired. Let's see here. What the hell I did that for? Just glad it wasn't on any of his dual lands. It would be a damn shame. Alright, so Pyroblast. It's not a lot of money, but it's... Dude, you're killing me. At least he wrote proxy on that in case you were wondering. And that one is a Pyroblast proxy. So there's a, I guess there's a binder here too, but there's no rares in it. I'll go through that. I've gone through a lot of this, half of this box, so just in the interest of time, these are going in the garbage. These will go over here. So we got the binder here. I don't think there's any rares in here. So he's pulled everything out. So it looks like they're not all the same cards. So if there's multiples in here, I'm going to have to pull this out to see what we got. Lobotomy. Ugh. I feel like that some days. That's one of the annoying things. Like, alright, I'm cool if they're all the same card, but when you put like 5 different cards in there, I mean, I guess it could turn out good. I had an instance where there was a bunch of Force Voids and there was a Force of Will or 2 behind it, so here's some of the unglued cards. Cheese stands alone. I mean, there's nothing really in these sets that are valuable except for the lands, really. So that one was a couple dollars, I think. Gus. Blacker Lotus is, I think, a $5 bill right there. So you got some lands back here. And there's one of each. So we got the whole set. And a couple tokens, and then yeah, he said he had some Young Jedi cards, which these dead card games, I don't think anyone even plays this anymore. I have no idea, I've never played it, but a lot of these old games that no one plays anymore, they just don't, there's no value to them. So, wasn't basketball cards at least, right? Well, that probably got less value than Young Jedi. So let's check out this this box here. I'm not going to go through every single card, obviously we're already getting up to 20 minutes, so. So this is the anthology set, or the box that they came in. So let's see what we got here. And I'll go through all these later, and if I find some cool stuff, I'll share it with you. If they weren't all upside down, we'd share it a lot faster. I'm going to do a video on those toys I got as well. They're pretty neat. The guy just had a bunch of them in his attic, and he was selling them. He collected Wonder Woman toys. But they were all newer stuff, and I typically do the older vintage stuff. I did get one that I'm going to use just in my office to put up. But other than that, he kept all the Wonder Woman, and I took all the older stuff. So this is just a hodgepodge. This is just stuff mixed all together. I mean, but clearly there's some valuable cards that I found already in that one big box. So I'm pretty hopeful that there's going to be some more in here. Either way, you know, like I said, we based the value on the ones that he had already pulled out, so anything else that we find in here is really just going to be gravy on top of the biscuit. I don't know, biscuits and gravy. So, anyways, guys, let me know what you think. I'll go through the rest of this, and I'll probably just put a small video up on Instagram or Facebook or something. So the good pulls, or if I go through this before I do the video on the toys, I'll just do it at the top of the hour on that. So, but anyways, guys, we'll go through this. Let me know what you think. Anyways, guys, go ahead and like, follow, and share. And we're going to be doing some live stuff soon, so if you want to get notified of our live videos, just make sure you hit that bell down below. We're going to start doing some live pack openings and stuff like that. So make sure you check that out, and talk to you guys later. Sarge out.